Story time. I want to talk about one of, if not the most fun day that I had back in when I was in ninth grade. So, let me start. So, I go to school and I'm very tired because, well, I slept a bit late and my school timing was horrible. And I slept very late. I slept at 10 o'clock. Very late. But when you wake up at 6 o'clock, it is very late. So I slept I slept late, so I was very tired and really wasn't in the mood of going. But I had to go. And so I went. And when I went to my class, I realized my homies weren't there. They didn't show their faces except for one. And I was like, man, god damn it. And then first period starts and we move to the lab, the chemistry lab. And it turns out our chemistry teacher, he was sick with something and didn't want to teach and said, do whatever you want, screw it. And we spent 1 hour and 20 minutes just goofing around. I read a book for like 10 seconds and then afterwards me and a few friends that I had that actually came, we started playing games with our pens, you know, just flicking pens and doing whatever you do with pens for like a cool 40 minutes. That's normal. And then the light went goes out because of course it does. And we are to go back to our class because the first two periods had finished. And for context, our periods were like 40 minutes long. So they finished and we were shipped up to the second floor, back to our class. We sat there and were excited to watch the match because there was a final match that was happening. It wasn't some sort of international match, it was a national inter-college match. And it was the final of those, which was big news in our school because it was happening in our school and our school was competing in it. So we go to the ground and start watching the match. And I sit down, and then the game is cricket, and I will just explain it. So, cricket is a lot like baseball. You have a batsman, a bowler, a keeper, and fielders. The batsman, well, hits the ball and can run in his pitch to get a run, which is the point system. And or his ball flies a certain distance, then you can get a six, which is six runs. And if it touches the ground but still reaches that distance, you get a four, which is 4 points, which is four runs. And I will just from now on just call them points, which is 4 points. And now the bowler, well, he throws the ball and has the ability, if the batsman left his wicket open, he can out him, just get him out of there. And the keeper can do the same. And the keeper also catches the ball. And if has hit the bat and goes flying, if that ball is catched, then you're out. And that's practically it. So we go to the ground and it is other team's turn to bat. And I'm just sitting there and being like, this will be very boring. But I still had to go. I had to soldier on. I know I'm a martyr for the cause. But I thought it would be boring. But I was hopeful that, well, we may win, which would make the boredom slightly bearable. But then the other team starts hitting six after six after four after six after six, back to back to back to back. And another thing that I have to mention, the duration of the game. We divide it into overs, which is further divided into balls. And a ball is when the bowler throws a ball to the batsman. That's a ball. And there were supposed to be 8 overs. And over the course of maybe 1 hour 45 minutes, they just go to town on our team. The score they set is 125 points, which is, all things considered, fairly beatable. I mean, you can't beat it over the course of 8 overs, and their overs had ended, so their batting turn had ended. Our break happens. Remember, this was happening during school time, and they take a break of like 10 minutes at most, not much. And then our team's turn for batting comes, and they're sent out, them dogs, and the first ball is thrown, and we miss completely. The second ball is thrown, we make 2 runs. The third ball is thrown. Oh, it's a six. It gets catched thrice. And like, we spent over half of the game and we only made 30 points. We had to make 90 points over the course of, you know, four four overs, which is, a very, very extreme target. And the main reason that this happened was the lineup for the batsmen was wrong, and they were all cowards because our team had all the manpower you could need, because the teams were teams of 12, two teams of 12, and we had a full team of 12. And we just lost 3 people. We had an entire army of manpower. We could, all the people we could dream of. But the coaches said, don't take your shots, don't take them, because they will catch your shots and you will be out. And it's like, we would have made more progress. And I'm pissed. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna lose. There's no chance for us to win. And then new pair of batsmen are sent, and I'm still like, nothing's gonna happen. We didn't even make 1-6 through this entire game, not even 1-4 through this entire match. We didn't even reach the boundary, we didn't even tickle it. I was like, man, god damn it, I wasted so much time. Then I hear bat hit a ball. My eyes get transfixed to the ball, soaring through the sky and passing the boundary. And I was like, whoa, that didn't even happen once throughout the match. What changed? But quickly after that, my nerves calmed down and I returned to pessimistic point of view. And then again, and again, and again, my eyes get transfixed and I'm confused, baffled at how these balls were flying. How they reached the heavens. How? And then I looked at the glorious face who would make 36 points over a course of 6 balls. That's literally the maximum you could make in 1 over. You can't make more than these number of points. And my eyes were transfixed, mesmerized. Hope had appeared like an angel descending from heaven itself. And I was like, yes, yes, my 2 hours weren't wasted. More like 3 hours and 20 minutes weren't wasted. Oh my god, yes! And then another one. It got so bad the other team started bitching and moaning about, whoa, that's not it, that don't count that, we're gonna lose, don't count it, don't count it, you little bastards, don't count it. And we're like, yeah, we won't count it, there's no reason to fight. Yeah, that's good. And another one flies. Now it's down to the wire. We have 18 points to make, and we have 5 balls to make them with. 1 ball is thrown. It's a miss. Second ball is thrown. We hit it. It's a run. It's 1 point. Then the third, hope dwindles, is for we miss this ball, which solidifies our fate. At this point, the miracle worker who made 36 points over the course of 6 balls, the maximum, was defeated. Man literally plomped his ass on the ground. Didn't work. We lost. All my 4.5 hours, all of it wasted. Oh my god. My hope, it drained out of my eyes. My soul, it deteriorated. It melted out of every orifice. My hope. The disappointment, you could feel it in the air. But nonetheless, somehow, even in defeat, our school didn't whimper nor boo. No, there was no booing, no name calling, no pussyfooting, none of that. Definitely there wasn't. But as soon as the match was over, the crowds came running down all the stairs, all the lands came rushing forward to give this one man his deserved celebration. Man got yeeted in the sky, several, not, I guess not yeeted, but got paraded around as some sort of messiah, some sort of deity sent from heaven for his contributions to our cause. His contributions to our cause were never forgotten, though we lost. He was a light in the darkness that was this waste of 4 hours. Man got his parade, started whining about how we lost, and started calling the other team whiners. Because, of course, the hypocrisy was insane, bro. We started whining, and the words we used to whine were, "You whiny little bitch." That's the words we were using for the other team. But actually, we were the guys who were whining. The hypocrisy is insane. Nobody was thinking, bro. These were all kids at this time. Another side story was happening throughout all of this epic. Me trying to find a seat. First, I sat at the ground and was pissed because because people started parking their fat asses in front of me, and it was so annoying. Like, move aside, let me watch the match. Then I looked up, saw the second story of our school, because our school was two-storied, and an idea came to my mind. I rushed to the top, stole a chair from my class, plonked my ass down on that chair, and watched half of the match sitting up there. But man, something crawled up the ass of one of our teachers. Man, he got pissed. Don't know why. The man was discipline in charge, but another person who was also discipline in charge did approve of us sitting up there. So I don't know what happened there. So I was sitting up there, but afterwards I came down and met up with my friends who were sitting on the ground, and they were just disappointed. So they said, why don't we move to the other side? And we moved to the other side. And then the miracles started happening. And this one match made me believe in God for only a second, because he failed me at best. But afterwards, I went to my class. We studied for 2 seconds. And then I listened for half an hour. And then I talked about selling drugs.